Alister, welcome. I'm really excited that the event's coming up in less than 2 months now. It's the countdown is on, and I'm excited that you'll be presenting on business and how to create a business. Can you share some of the things that you will be going through at the event?
Yeah, thanks, Harsha. I'm ready to go for sure. My take is, if you like, foundational. So I find in my day-to-day work with small business owners that there's some common themes. And the common themes that I think are critical are around clarity of vision, and then the process of strategizing and developing business plans and marketing plans and so on that flow from that. I find many of these small business owners don't have that clarity, haven't thought about it at all, and therefore are operating without any real direction or focus. So what I will spend my time on is assisting everyone in the room to get absolute clarity on what it is that they're doing in business or their career. If they're working in someone else's organization, that's fine. It still applies. So what they're doing in their career and having real clarity over that. And so being able to get out of, bounce out of bed every day and know that what they're doing is exactly what they want to do and should be doing to achieve their own vision.
So what you're really saying is the more clear they become, the faster they'll head towards what they want to create, or?
Okay, well, that's part of it, and it's a good part of it, thank you. The more important part of it is the more clear we become, the more we actually get what we think we want. The problem with lack of clarity is that every one of us is actually getting out of our life what we want. And you're probably like me, Harsh. You probably come up against a lot of people who are complaining about what they've got. And what they don't realize is that what they've got is what they want. And so the clarity is about being really clear on what we want consciously, and then using that clarity to let's say reprogram the rest of our psyche, our subconscious, to also be on the same track. That way we get exactly what it is we consciously want. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's making sense. Now, just in terms of I'm sure there are people who've already decided to register and they're going to come to the event, and that's great. But what about the people who are thinking, I'm not sure if I want to go to this event, and they've got a few questions around, is it going to be for them? Is it and they're kind of on the fence. Are you open to fielding some questions along the way if they send them through to us? Is that something that you'd be open to doing?
I can do that, and I can also address that right here and now. I don't believe in cosmic accidents. I don't believe that we are just vaguely meandering through a life where stuff's happening to us. I believe that the things that happen are within our influence, and that the opportunities that are presented to us are genuine opportunities. So anybody that's looking at this event is already interested in this event. Anybody that's looking at this event can get value from this event. And so anybody that's looking at this event really ought to just book for the event. It's that simple. And then beyond that, there's obviously what I'm going to work on, which is that, again, that foundational clarity of what we're about, to make sure that what we're getting out of our life is exactly what we want, particularly our career. But then there are other speakers talking about other aspects of business, all of which are critical. So it's going to be one of those invaluable days that won't necessarily come around again in a hurry.
Yeah, and Alister, look, some of the people who've decided to register, is there anything that you suggest that they can do to be prepared for the event? There's about a couple of months to go. So to make the most of that day, what do you suggest that they do leading up to it?
So I think the best thing that anyone can do to prepare for something like this is to become clear on what their purpose of being there is. And so what I was saying before was that anybody that's got any interest in this at any level ought to be there. The next level of thinking, the next activity, if you like, to get more from it, is to get real clarity around what the purpose of being there is. So for that business person, you know, they're going to have the opportunity to learn new things. They're going to have an opportunity to ask questions of people that have experience in business and have results and success in business. And so being really prepared to ask the right questions that will help them specifically is definitely one way to prepare. And another thing I can suggest is really working on letting go of past experiences, letting go of beliefs that might hold them back. This is something I regularly do. I still do all the time. I will, if I am challenged in my thinking, if I'm challenged in what I believe in the way I'm living my life, I don't just reject it. I actually look at whether there's something I need to let go of before learning something new and growing with that. So really, I think the best preparation anyone can do is being prepared to let go of things and to grow.
Okay, thank you. Look, I'm setting up a Facebook group. So people who do have any questions can post them there, and I'll definitely field those to you if there are any questions that people ask before the event. One other thing I wanted to just mention is we've made the tickets, $37. I was having a chat to Tan yesterday with regards to it. So it's a nominal, almost a nominal fee, and if they feel that they can't spend that money, they definitely have to be there. It was what we agreed upon. What are your thoughts about that?
So what I can say about the price, Harsha, is that even if you give me all of the money that you collect from every attendee at $37 a head, you won't be covering my costs.
Yes, so they're going to get immense value from being being at the event. And there's going to be, there's other ticket options which we'll release soon with some coaching packages as well, which I'm sure people will be interested in. So I'm really pumped that you're...
Asha, sorry, I was a little bit short there. I can give a slightly better answer than that. So there's a simple philosophy that many people who are successful in business adopt, and that philosophy is let's look at a book, right? If we buy a book, we might spend $20, 25, 30. Let's just say we buy a book for $40. If we get one good idea out of that book, one idea that transforms the way we live our lives or the way we do our business, is that not worth $40? So if we now translate that to this event for $40, for $37, one idea that transforms a life or transforms a business practice or adds, God forbid, $37 to their revenue, profit, is it not worth it?
And I would say yes, it is definitely worth it.
This is a no-brainer. I mean, that term can be overused, but this is like, it doesn't take any thought. Spend $37, spend time in a room with people that you can check us out. Google me, I'm all over the place. We've got our levels of success. We've got our levels of experience. We've got some wisdom, dare I say. And so for $37 a day with this group of people, I'm happy to be there. I'm happy to learn some things from the other. I'll be learning while I'm there.
Thank you, Alister. Look, I'm really excited that you're part of this event. Now there will be other bits of information that we release leading up to the event. What we are planning a session where people can come in and ask questions from the presenters if they have any. So I will definitely invite you to that. So looking forward to seeing you there, and we'll see you there on the day.
Thanks, Asha. Definitely looking forward to it.
Thank you, Alister.